that it was had to do something with maybe a cable snap. I shouldn't really say because I really don't know. I haven't really followed him.
Okay.
But since I've known him, he's been doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry escorts him everywhere, and Jerry same way. Hey, if I lose this gig, I'm not going to get it back. So, where I'm at, especially, I don't only get to meet the players. There are a lot of new celebrities that I get to visit with.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, just a few of them that even to this day, even off season, I get to keep contact with. Aaron Little,
Mm-hmm.
Channel 5. Let's see. I wrote them down, so let me just read them off here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I didn't. Okay. So Aaron Little, Rob Collins,
Mm-hmm.
Jones, Neil Jones, Harold Coons. There may be a few others I may bring up in the middle of kind of talking, but those kind of people you kind of make contacts with, and when they see you, you see them, they know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these big CBS broadcaster sports people, they're walking down sidelines, they recognize me, they know who I am. I make room for them to be able to get through here and there, so they kind of give me a nod or a wink or something like that. So I've met some of them, and those are some cool parts about the job. So I'm not going to offer this, but they can almost not pay me to do this job, just let me do it. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's a fun place to be. And I keep on looking at that picture right there, man. That's a beautiful picture.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is that'll always be my favorite right there. And those TikToks, of course.
Yeah, you get the picture of the, Mahomes coming down, and that's going to be an iconic picture or whatnot. That's going to be around for a long
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Because he was injured on that one, and he's coming back out to the field to win that game or whatnot.
Yeah. And he is really a faith-based guy, and I really appreciate him. Like I said, Patrick and I have prayed together before, and before every game, I'd like to say a little prayer for the coaches, the team, not necessarily win, but give their best effort, be with them and so forth. And I'm pretty fortunate that God has actually put me in a lot of great places. Some of them, maybe years later, I kind of realized, hey, I was put there for a reason. And I think this is one of them. It's like, hey, you're at a pretty special place. And now that I've got, kind of this, not really celebrity status, but
You're getting there.
maybe. So I'm trying to maybe make the most of this. My idea, and I don't know if I need to have this patent or I put it out there enough, everybody kind of knows it's my idea, is I would like for Frito-Lay to sponsor a commercial with me, Patrick Mahomes, running through that tunnel and maybe toss him a snack or something. If you remember back in 1979, me and Joe Green did a commercial with Coca-Cola. Remember that?
I remember that one.
Kind of do a little spoof or a little something like that. That's what I would like to do. So that's why I'm hoping Frito-Lay. I've sent them messages with this idea. I've kind of tried to reach out to Patrick about this idea. So at some point, some door will open up and something will happen, and somebody say, "Hey, I remember seeing that." We'll see.
That's what's up. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I know Ruben is. Ruben and I, we talk a lot. During the off season we don't see each other, but we keep texting each other, messaging each other. And there's different, people I work with. We don't see each other, during the season. And that was a nice thing about going to this party we went to over in Overland Park is a lot of those guys you see, you just, coworkers, you talk to them in passing. But now we actually got to sit down and visit, and it's like, wow, Bill Burrow, he's one of them. We just talk in passing, but now we got to actually sit down and kind of visit and eat together and talk. So I work with a great bunch of guys. Landmark is a wonderful company to work for. If anybody's interested, reach out to me or go to Landmark, and you can get a security job there too. It may be starting at the gate or maybe doing something else, but get your foot in the door.
And work your way up.
They are a wonderful company. They're great to work for. They've been great to me. I've been blessed to be with them. And the Chiefs organization, they've been so good to me. And there's stuff that I do on the off season. Like I'll go to maybe the training facility and maybe do some security work there. Or I got training camp coming up. We got concerts coming up. There's so much stuff out there. We do Matter of fact, we do some stuff at T-Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
We do the Midland. And there's probably a couple other, I just can't think what they are, but if you call Landmark and talk to them about getting hired, I got a guy from my church, Rolling Meadows Christian Church in Odessa. I talked to the guy about that and I said, hey, well, that sounds really interesting. I'll call it. And he did it. Next thing you know, he's working jobs that I'm not working. So there's work out there. These companies, we're growing. They're growing. I'm just with them for the ride.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And, Ruben, he's a great guy that he's not afraid to work.
Yeah, he's always at work.
Yeah, he's all.
Every time I go down there to visit him, he's gone already. Where Ruben at?
Yeah, there's always work to do. You could turn down jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I could almost make that a full-time job, work for that company doing different things. But being an hour away, I'm not going to drive an hour away for a job. But I like to be able to pick and choose. You don't have to work everything. You can work concert, you can't work concert. You can work T-Mobile, you cannot work T-Mobile. But, as long as you're working, you're making money, you are contributing to society. Is kind of how I feel about it.
Exactly.
I like to work, and I like to see people with a passion to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you know exactly what that's like.
Oh yeah, all work and no play.
Yeah.
I'm working right now.
pretty much. But I do want to do kind of a shout out to my company, Landmark and Arrowhead, the Chiefs. They're a great guy. Colby, he runs the chief security team, and he's a great guy. Once again, I'm subcontracted from him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someday I could be a part of that, but I'm not pushing it. It's up to them. But that'd be a great company to be with also.
Cool.
So there are jobs out there, and in Landmark, I don't know about the security, the chief side, but with Landmark, I can get your foot in the door to get some nice opportunities. I've traveled with them, like I said, Louisiana, Nevada. I've done some stuff with them. We take trips down to Arkansas to the Raiders Stadium. So there's some fun little gigs there. So if you ever get a chance, you can be a part of them too.
Yeah, I sure thought about it.
Yeah.
Be on that field, man, so I won't have to be buying all these expensive tickets.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll do security in a minute. What you want me to do? Okay.
Yeah, no problem. But I tell you what, I've seen some amazing things in that stadium, and done some amazing things. So I've been blessed with that. God's put me, like I said, some really good places, and
The right place at the right time.
pretty much. Yeah, matter of fact, I just had someone message me off. Matter of fact, you had posted something about this broadcast today and tagged me in it. One of my friends, Tommy Bamer, who it was, in Odessa, he texted me and he messaged me and said, hey, right place, the right time. Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm pretty fortunate, and I don't take it for granted.
All right, that's good.
And I'm looking for another fun season. I'm looking forward to training camp, and we'll see where life takes my adventures with that so far.
Cool. So anything else you want to say to the audience before I let you go for the day?
Yeah, you mind me just overlooking my notes here real quick?
Go ahead.
Because what will happen is I'll get down the road and say, why didn't I talk about that? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? So I'm just going to look at my notes real quick, and we can talk at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, if anybody wants to get on my TikTok and see what my videos, that's great. And follow me, because I'd like to get some more followers, just so I can.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow him on TikTok or whatnot. I'll put it in the description when I post up this video.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to give a kind of a shout out to all my friends back in Concordia at home that have been supportive to me. I've got a twin sister, Charlene. She does karaoke, and I never get to see her, but she's a big supporter of me. Charlene Mickles, her name. We're married to Ron, and they're just amazing to me. And I got a sister and brother-in-law and nephews, niece down in Tennessee, the Meyer family, Tammy, Paul, Kyle, Kelly. They're great to me. They're supportive to me. They, at first, they thought this was kind of, something that was just kind of silly for me to do.
But now look at you.
But then I build it up, and I make TikToks, and everybody, they like them. So, although everybody wants to kind of want to know who's next. Some people private and they don't want, part of it, but I share it and I respect them. But I do like my life, and I'm pretty happy the way things are for me. And if anybody sees me next year at Arrowhead, I work at the 50-yard line tunnel with Tiffany. You're gonna bring me a snack, you're more than welcome.
Y'all heard that? If you
I
gonna-
like my snacks.
The 50-yard line, if you're going to bring him a snack, make sure they're the good snacks. Don't get him anything that he doesn't eat. He don't eat just anything. This is the good stuff right here. I don't know if y'all can see it or whatnot. And if you watch the video on TikTok, you will see him eating these munchies over there. I like those. And I hope he leave those here with me today because I'm going to tear them up. But if not, I'll probably go buy some myself. So Fritos. Is it Fritos?
Yeah, Frito-Lay.
Yeah, y'all need to give them a sponsorship, man, because, you know, we getting y'all business today. So, come on now.
So a while ago, Marcus's daughter was kind of hanging out here, kind of see what's going on. I said, "You want a bag of chips?" And she said, "Yeah." So I gave her one of my bag of chips. If you notice, they're missing here.
Yeah.
But I told her when I leave, I'm gonna leave all this for you. But I've got more at home. Yeah, I'll probably stop by Price Chopper in Grand Valley and do a little more grocery shopping. I tell you what, I went down there to the meat department and it had a nice selection of meat. Not to put a plug in for them, but wow, hey, a nice selection. Meat looked good, pricing was great. I even told Kevin that. I said, "Your store looks great." Kind of makes me miss the grocery business for a little bit, but I think, you know what, that'll work.
Too much work. Now you working and having fun, so it's not even work when you showing up to your job. Now you showing up to have fun.
You
You
know,
get paid for it.
You're right. And a little shout out real quick. I've got some people that I work with at Arrowhead and at my workplace. Tracy Weiss, she's an amazing person. She is so supportive of me. A lot of times she'll send me stuff. Matter of fact, this little picture right here, she was one of them that brought that to me saying, "You autograph that for me?" I said, "Yeah, and I'll laminate it." So, you know, she was pretty great. I've got Brian Rodenberg. I've got Henny Simon at work, and I got Chad Smith. I've got Rich Olderman. I just got so many people in my life that have just been a blessing to me. I cannot leave out Janet Fowler. She's been so great to me. She works at the plant. She was the HR person, and she's been so supportive. Whenever I need off, they make sure I get off for my needs. If I'm at a game and it's a late game, everybody makes sure that I get my rest. So I don't only need snacks, I need rest.
Snacks and rest.
So see, Mara, I mean, I tell you, there's such a handful of people. I just can't even begin to mention all the people. There's just so many of them. I'm so blessed. I got a friend at work, Andy Evans. He always comes and have coffee with me and kind of gets me settled down sometimes. And Joe Martins and Lathy Martins, they'll come in my office. You know, sometimes if I get worked up, or they'll come in for a snack. So it's not really about me. It's about the snacks. So they know in my office I got snacks, and so, you know, if you want bees, you attract them with honey. If you want friends, bring them snacks.
That's a good one, Mike. I like that one.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, that'll be the end of the podcast, and y'all gonna see him again, and let them know again who you are.
David Small from Concordia, Missouri. My TikTok address is dsmall84 or Walking Tall 84. You can look at both of them. I try to share videos on both of them. Sometimes I can kind of get lost in what I'm doing, so I try to. If you want to email me, my email is dcs2800-ds@gmail.com. If you go to my my Facebook, but my TikTok, you can see my profile, and my bio will tell you my addresses and everything. So you're more than welcome to reach out to me, email me, and I don't have my phone number on there, but you can message me on Facebook or TikTok or